I smoothed the hem of my little black dress one final time as I stepped into the oak room. That cozy spot in downtown Manhattan where Alex had popped the question 5 years back. Tonight was meant to be our anniversary celebration. A chance to patch things up after months of drifting apart. I'd spent the afternoon primping, picking out earrings that caught the light just right. Hoping maybe, just maybe, we could rediscover that spark. The maitre d' guided me to our favorite corner booth with a view of the bustling street below. I settled in. Glancing at my watch, Alex was running 20 minutes late. But these days, that was par for the course. His construction firm had him buried in blueprints and site visits. Or so he claimed. With calls coming in at all hours. I ordered a glass of Cabernet and waited. My eyes wandering to the other diners, couples leaning in close. Sharing whispers and laughs over dessert. That used to be us. Lost in our own world. I could still picture our first anniversary here. How Alex's gaze would linger on me like I was the only woman in the room. Murmuring that I was his everything. Lately, though, his eyes skimmed past me. Like I was just furniture in our Upper East Side apartment. The door swung open. And there he was, Alex, striding in with that confident swagger. My heart fluttered for a split second. But then I saw he wasn't alone. Mike and Chris, his old college buddies turned business partners, flanked him. And trailing behind was Sophia, his office assistant. The one with the sharp bob haircut and designer heels I'd met at last year's holiday bash. She was poured into a slinky emerald dress that screamed attention. My brow furrowed. This was supposed to be intimate. Just us. What the hell was this? Alex caught my eye and flashed a grin that sent a chill down my spine. It wasn't the warm, boyish smile I'd fallen for. It was sharp. Almost predatory. Emily, he boomed. Loud enough to turn heads at nearby tables. Thrilled you could join our little party. Party? I blinked. Confusion knotting my stomach. Alex. What's this about? Why is everyone crashing our dinner? Mike and Chris dragged over extra chairs, crowding our intimate booth. Sophia slid in right beside Alex, their thighs brushing. Her lips curved in a smile that didn't reach her eyes. They were cold. Calculating. Well, darling, Alex drawled, fishing something from his suit pocket. I've got a special anniversary present for you. He slapped a fat envelope onto the table with a thud. My fingers trembled as I peeled it open. Inside, stark black letters jumped out. Petition for divorce. The words blurred as I scanned them. Grounds for dissolution. Irreconcilable differences. This couldn't be real. A prank? Some twisted game? Alex, I whispered, my voice barely audible over the restaurant's hum. What is this? Your ticket out. Babe, he said, slinging an arm around Sophia's waist. And mine too. Mike hoisted his glass. To fresh starts. Chris chimed in with a smirk. To the queen who actually gets him. The one who deserves the throne, Mike added. And they clinked glasses, their laughter echoing like nails on a chalkboard. Heads turned our way. The elderly couple nearby gawked. A waitress paused mid-stride, hand over her mouth. Sophia leaned in, her perfume cloying. Chin up. Emily, you'll land on your feet. Maybe find someone more your level. Their chuckles hit me like punches. My humiliation burning hot under the stairs. I stared at the papers. My name pre-typed. Every box checked. Alex had orchestrated this, right here. On our anniversary. In the spot where he'd promised forever. To break me in public. My tremors faded, replaced by an icy resolve wrapping around me like armor. I grabbed the pen he'd so thoughtfully included. You want my signature? I asked. Voice soft but steady. Right now? Make it official, Alex urged. Eyes gleaming. I signed deliberately. Every flourish a silent vow. Folding the packet neatly. I handed it back. Thank you, I said, rising slowly. All of you. You've made this far simpler than I imagined. I met their eyes one by one, Alex's confusion flickering, Mike and Chris's laughs dying, Sophia's smirk cracking. You have no clue what you've unleashed, I murmured. 6 months earlier, I'd been blissfully blind. Or maybe just numb. Convincing myself our rough patch was temporary. Marriages ebb and flow. Right? That's what I repeated like a mantra each dawn. Waking to an empty side of the bed. Alex long gone for early site inspections. It was a crisp April morning when the facade cracked. Alex bolted out the door, muttering about a big bid meeting, leaving his phone buzzing on the granite countertop beside his cooling coffee. I hesitated, should have just texted him to swing back. But the insistent vibrations drew me in. What if it was urgent? The screen lit up with messages that froze me solid. Missed you last night. Stud. Hotel tonight. From Sophia. Then, you're incredible. Love you more every day. And, when do you dump her? Sick of sneaking around. My knees buckled. I gripped the counter. World tilting. Sophia, his polished assistant. Always so polite at firm events. Asking about my PR campaigns with feigned interest. I slumped at the kitchen island, where we'd once shared lazy Sundays with the Times and pancakes. Now scrolling through months of betrayal. Secret dinners at spots I'd never heard of. Hand-holding selfies under twinkling lights. Gifts, diamond earrings. Spa weekends, charged to cards I didn't know existed. They mocked me in texts, Alex calling me oblivious and stale, Sophia urging him to cut the deadwood loose. But the gut punch was their joy. The flirty banter echoing how Alex once wooed me. Before routines dulled us. His key turned in the lock. I slammed the phone back, fleeing upstairs to splash water on my face. He bounded in, grabbed it, chuckling as he skimmed the messages. Upstairs. He pecked my cheek. Good luck with that client pitch today. Late night for me, zoning board dinner. Lie after lie. I knew exactly where he'd be. At my PR firm that day. Focus shattered. My team eyeing me warily. The signs flooded back, endless overtime. Phone face down. Sudden gym obsession. Mystery charges on statements I'd glossed over. I'd rationalized it all, ambitious husband building an empire. Needing space. Supportive wife mode. Fool. That night, alone in our dim living room. Wine in hand. I plotted. Confrontation? He gaslight. Twisted on me. Divorce would drag. Him hiding assets. Painting me unstable. No, I'd play smarter. When he stumbled in at 1 a.m., reeking of her scent, I feigned sleep. Morning came, I brewed his coffee, smiled through his fabricated tales of a tough negotiation at that Italian joint, closed for months. I'd checked. Inside, gears turned. The following weeks morphed me into a shadow version of myself. By daylight, devoted Emily, cooking his beloved steak, inquiring about bids. Nights, with him out, I turned sleuth. His passwords? Lazy, our anniversary date. I dove into emails, banks, hidden socials. The affair was bad, the theft worse. Our nest egg for that Hamptons getaway? Siphoned for trysts and trinkets. Credit lines in my name. Forged signatures. Debts mounting. I'd foot the bill in any split. Worse, emails plotting my ruin. She's a pushover, signs blind, Alex wrote. Post-divorce. She'll get scraps. Sophia, good riddance to her cushy PR gig. Can't wait to erase her. They schemed character assassination, spreading whispers of my instability. His mom, Margaret, was in on it, gossiping at her bridge club about my meltdowns. Alex consulted lawyers, PIs, prepping to strip me bare. But he overlooked my edge. I wasn't breaking, I was building. I skipped work. Hit the library. Devouring divorce tomes. Fraud statutes. Notes in shorthand. Stash safe. That night, over his favorite chili, he beamed fresh from her arms. Your aces. Lies flowed like honey. I wondered if deception was innate or learned. Rough day. I probed. Yeah. Permit's nightmare. Emails said mountain cabin rendezvous. I nodded. Plotting. Bedside. Under novels. A card. David Reynolds. Eskew. Divorce shark. Tomorrow. The call. David's office was sleek midtown, glass walls. Skyline views. Not the stuffy den I'd feared. Mid-40s. Sharp suit. Empathetic nod. Emily. Glad you reached out. Your uncle mentioned you, old law school pals. Family tie grounded me. I dumped my dossier, statements. Forgeries. Affair proofs. He pored over it. Brows rising. Impressive sleuthing. Most miss this. PR skills at play. Research is my wheelhouse, I said. Never dreamed it'd target my spouse. He outlined blunders. Squandering marital funds on affairs reimbursable. Fraudulent cards criminal. Emails? Premeditated deceit. Relief surged. But he cautioned, we'll counter hard. But he'll lash out. Cornered rats bite. We fortified, froze accounts, his cards bouncing soon. Shielded my savings. Unearthed firm dirt, shoddy builds. Bribes. Tax dodges. Mike and Chris? Complicit cronies. Home life soured. Alex paraded Sophia at galas. Me sidelined. Margaret called. Venomous, some gals aren't wife material. Dear. Step aside for his sake. I played meek. Recording all. He vanished nights. No alibis. At a firm soiree. I watched them twirl while pitying glances pierced me. But I wasn't victim, I was venom brewing. The call came Monday. Alex bubbly, anniversary brainstorm, oak room dinner? Like old times. Suspicion spiked, he'd forgotten lately. Just us. Absolutely. I phoned David, he's serving papers there, for drama. Classic ego play. Humiliate to weaken. That afternoon, I tailed them to a cafe. Watched his animated glee, plotting my takedown. Home. He brought wilted daisies. Buzzing, Friday'll be unforgettable. Week blurred, filed my petition secretly. Stashed assets. Prepped leave. Thursday. He fidgeted over pasta. Texting her glee. Nightly. I reviewed proofs. Added a recorder. Nearer gaze, tomorrow. Rebirth. Restaurant silence thrummed. Alex's smirk faltered at my poise. I set my phone down, recording read. Lovely show. Captured it all. His pallor deepened. What? I silenced him. My turn. While you schemed my end. I built yours. I slapped my envelope down. My filing 3 days ago. With extras. Mike tensed, what extras? I fanned papers, drained accounts for affairs. Forged debts. Emails scheming fraud. Sophia blanched, no proof. Screenshots flashed, her venom. His plots. Chris edged away, we didn't you knew, I snapped. Affair. Fraud. Firm crimes, codes violated. Inspectors bought. Builds crumbling. Alex gripped wood, bluff. No, authorities tipped. City Hall. EPA. IRS. Raids Monday. Sophia sobbed. You promised easy. I wasn't blind, I said. Just loved a facade. To Alex, the real you? Con artist. He snarled, I'll ruin you. Too late, I said. Revealing live stream. Everyone's watching, family. Partners. World. Panic erupted. I exited. Their empire cracking. 6 months on. My Brooklyn loft hummed with peace. Coffee steaming as headlines blared. Construction mogul jailed for fraud. Alex, 4 years. Mike, 3. Chris, probation for snitching. Firm liquidated. Victims compensated. But true win? Their downfall post-stream. Viral humiliation. 3 million views. Wife's masterstroke trended. Alex's calls flooded. Margaret wailing legacy loss. Deals evaporating. Sophia? Fired. Fled to Jersey. Waitressing. Baubles seized. Divorce? Clean sweep house mine. Assets too. David? Friend now, casual coffees hint more. Career soared, VP at firm. Clients drawn to my grit. Peace reigned, no dread dawns. Friends reclaimed. Life vibrant. Publisher email, book pitch, guide for betrayed women. I typed yes, turned pain to power. The broken Emily? Vanished. In her stead, warrior forged in fire. Alex aimed to shatter me, he birthed my strength. And I'm only beginning.